So today is Tuesday morning and we are going to go to White Pocket. So White Pocket is a place not too, well, kind of far a little bit, I guess, like an hour and a half. And when I was here last year, this couple told me about it and I couldn't find it. You have to have a four-wheel drive and it's a lot of deep sand. And I was kind of lost. So I said, okay, never mind. But I think between the two of us, we could find it. And it's this beautiful place, beautiful rock formations. You just drive most of the time. We'll have to do a little bit of walking, but we don't want to do any major hikes today because we need to recuperate. And then tomorrow we'll do something else. So we have the doggy with us. She's very happy. And we're going to start driving. You excited?
I'm very excited.
I'm going to give you some tips here because I don't want you to get lost like I did last year. I thought I did something wrong, but this year we ended up in the same spot. And basically, your phone will get you lost. Google Maps does not give you the correct directions. So if you decide to go visit this place, make sure you look in the description of this video and I will have the step-by-step directions written. And once you're on your way and you're halfway there, you will actually start seeing signs everywhere saying the signs to White Pocket. Another thing is about your vehicle. Google Maps has reviews and everybody stresses the point about the high clearance 4x4 vehicle, and I was actually worried about mine if it's going to be, high clearance enough. But I would say any kind of SUV or car or truck that's four-wheel drive will make it. It doesn't have to be super high, but if you have a regular car that's kind of low with two-wheel drive, then you actually might have a problem. So I would recommend 4x4 vehicle, but it will actually be fine. And then once you're there, you start seeing the sign, and there will be one spot that will say that it's extremely deep sand for a quarter mile. You shouldn't be driving it. So we ended up walking that quarter mile, but honestly, you probably could drive it. We did see a van made it down there, and I don't think it was four-wheel drive. So if you're kind of adventurous, you could do that. And once you're there, you will see these rock formations. They kind of look like pockets or kind of like a quilt that was made out of a huge rock. It looks like a totally different planet. It's definitely beautiful. So go ahead and take a look and enjoy it. We thought this indentation was sort of like a handprint or possibly a footprint. We weren't sure, but it seemed like it was somebody's print. And there were these other really strange shapes. I'm sure it was something fossilized or something that was left in there. Unfortunately, there was no information where we first went in. You know, there were all these signs and all this information about the area, but somehow there wasn't a lot, and I would have loved to find out more about the formation and how old everything was, but it was still pretty neat to see. So we finally made it to White Pocket, and we decided that it was worth it, right?
Totally worth it.
It wasn't really that long. We got lost and everything, that's part of it, but it was worth it. So I would think it's worth it to come back one more time. And it was super windy, so very cold, which was okay, but it was super windy where you can't really stand on top of those rocks, and then, you know, you could kind of get blown away. So we didn't stay as long as we could have. I would think it would be worth to come back some other time and just keep hiking, because there's like more and more, and like we said, it looked like it's a different planet, right?
Yeah, like you're in another world.
Yeah, and then it was so cold and windy, and it was just totally fit like that. So I'm glad we did this. Last year, I couldn't do it. I got lost in the same place we did, and I'm glad you're here because we figured it out. So we had lots of luck too with people telling us how to get here, but I'm glad we got this. So now we're going to drive back home. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.